First, I think we need to understand that if one of the things that we could learn from the pandemic is that how much we depend on each other, and how much we don't, even if we like to be a bit alone, we like to be recognized that we are alone. If you see what I'm saying, so someone will identify that we are different. But I don't want to comfort people for that. I know that they need to sort of, because what they actually want in that comfort is that we will assure them that everything will come back to the way we knew it, or to the way it was. And I don't want to give it. I don't want to give it because not because I'm so stingy, but because I think it's misleading. Nothing is going to be the way it
Nothing's
was
going to be the
before.
way it was, right?
Yeah. So there's no comfort in to be held. So it's saying something that first humanity need to be sort of humanity need to find out and to find and to define its purpose, and if it will define a new purpose for itself, and maybe it will move away from serving itself or comforting itself. I think in the work, the most difficult part, really almost something that we are not able to overcome unless we get true help, is the fact that humanity, the definition of humanity, is actually to be in service to something else or to something that is not itself. That is totally unacceptable by humanity.
Well, except I think humanity frames that as
Even for the religious part
yeah.
still they think that religion was invented or given, it doesn't matter, to comfort their existence or to give meaning to their existence. It's a it's a complete wrong
Yeah, I hear you.
paradigm. Yeah. So, and that paradigm causes most of the suffering, the isolation, and the inability actually to move from the trap, or to get out from the trap that we set ourselves. That the value is how humanity will fare better, how it will advance in its sort of using and taking, not only from each other, from nature, from everything that is around us, in order to sort of support and hug itself. And unless we will be able to sort of, something will help us to get out of it and to be really a member of creation, maybe a serving member of creation, it will go the same path. So this is why I'm saying I don't want to comfort people in order to say to them, well, we were right. We were wrong. We were wrong, so it's time not to sort of think that how can we balance everything so we will not feel that something very important, very, very telling happened.
So can you?
Yeah.
So I this is my struggle in teaching. Can you go return, please, to this idea of Rishi Mo and of what?
I think one of, and maybe this is one of the reasons it is written in Torah. If we look at the story of Yosef, which he is Yesod, meaning Yesod is the entity. If I will use this expression now, an entity which is closer to humanity, being influenced by humanity, and can sort of bestow or influence humanity. Yosef is like all humanity. He thinks even in his dreams, that everything needs to serve him. All the nourishment and the richness and the abundance of nature need to bow to him. It's exactly the feature of humanity, how we exploit everything that is nourishing in this planet, how we exploit it to our satisfaction, to our wealth, and to our well-being. And not only, okay, nature, planet nature, no, the whole universe, how we will exploit the whole universe, all the stars and the moon and the sun, how we make them bow to our intelligence and to our needs. This is exactly the feature of humanity. It's very narcissistic, as we know. Now, many sages over the years try to justify Yosef and to say, well, look, his dreams became true. We can say it as well about humanity. Look, all our nightmares became true. We are really managing to use and to misuse every source of energy and intelligence that we have. But in the end, when we get to the next, is Yehuda who is approaching and actually turn everything around. So only then Yosef might think that all what happens to him is in order to serve his brothers and to serve the, let's say, the fate of the fact that Israel need to go down to Egypt in order to redeem different spouse. So he's in service. This flip is Hanukkah. It's not this thing that so his dreams came true. It's not right. Well, if someone is reading Torah, it's not true. It is clear that he's serving something beyond himself. And if he would stay, he would be out of the count of the tribes, out of the count of Israel. And this is what he's asking. He's asking that they will not forget his selfhood, what is translated as bones, when they go back to Israel, that they will take him with them. So he's completely dependent. It ends up by Yesod being completely dependent on the memory and goodwill of the experience that he went through, meaning going down and then going up, in order to understand that it's not for him. It's not that the Creator wanted to reward Yosef for his narcissistic view. He was a tool in order to actually fulfill the promise to Abraham and Yaakov. And the admission to it and the recognition of it is actually coming by Malchut, Yehuda, approaching Yesod, meaning giving it the true meaning of its existence. This is why he cannot hold himself anymore. Of course he cannot hold himself anymore. Because this is his true belonging. So it relates to the question even of Peter in the beginning, how humanity perceive itself. Even the good part is, the good part of humanity that will claim that we are part of nature. Even this way of thinking is misusing. The part of nature usually leads in human history to fascistic view. or return to nature, meaning let's return to our primordial instinct as a vessel of reception. Thank you very much. I'm not saying that we need to sort of reject nature, but we need to see that we are part, we are responsible. If we want to be Adam, we are a responsible part for nature. Not because we accumulated more power than nature. Nature can sort of, wipe us with a blink of an eye, with all our intelligence and knowledge, and really a blink of an eye, and we saw it.
I thought you were going somewhere different for a moment, because when I think of indigenous cultures and their religious relationship to nature, it is not Western.
Right? Of course not.
Right.
Of course not. Yeah.
And I think that there are many Westerners who aspire to that as their religion.
Usually because they think they can use it, and they used it for their own purposes. And deeply in that deep perception, they don't understand what they're talking about. They think that if you pretend to be part of nature, you can use better the forces of nature. This is from A to Z, most of the anthropological studies that we know, even those who sort of enjoy staying 2-5 years among them and write about them. What is missing there is what those people remember that is beyond, not only beyond nature, but behind nature.
Yeah.
They understand nature as a dress, not as a power in itself. And Western understand nature as the power itself. See what I'm saying?
I do. I think that I actually think that there is an awareness of nature as the dress, and there is an envy that draws people to it.
Yeah. It means I don't want to give up. So I can see all sort of the evil effect of culture, but I don't want totally to give it up. But can I actually use their culture and their knowledge in order to embed things that I don't want to give, the comfort and comfortability that I don't want to give up. So it's always sort of so it's a position of a jackal. Okay? It's a position of looking for. It's preying upon something. It doesn't matter what kind of face we put. It's preying upon the knowledge, be it of healing, be it of sensitivity, okay? Sensitivity to, we even sort of, I think they know it. They know it, and they know themselves, the true indigenous people know themselves to be a memory of something that is gone from the ability of humanity. And maybe if they will manage to keep some of it among themselves, they will be able at a certain point to reignite it. But I don't think they will reveal their true purpose to a Western.
Yeah, I don't think that they can.
No.
So is it accurate to say that when we speak of love of friends.
Mm.
It's only true love of friends if it leads to love of the Creator.
Yes, absolutely. It's a condition. Meaning, this is the terms of engagement that the Creator set up is love thy friend. If we don't create that kind of a vessel of unity and sentiment, the Creator does not have a place to reveal itself. And to reveal what to reveal itself, to reveal the sentiment for humanity or for the createe that he has. He can reveal his love to them only in something that can adhere or is in simile, that is being expressed by all parts of this vessel. So it's a definite term of engagement. This is why Hillel would say this is actually klal in terms that it includes all the actions and all the decrees, the inner and outer decrees of humanity. It's in order to become the being or the vessel, which is the being of humanity that will allow it.